Yes, absolutely. All right, everyone. Hi, my name is Raj, and I am the product manager for Dynamics GP in Avalara. I'm responsible for overseeing this integration and connector aspects of the product. So let's quickly jump into the e-invoicing and live reporting is what something everybody's talking about, and how is this and how Avalara is handling the e-invoicing for our customers in Dynamics GP. So I will quickly start with this particular presentation. I have a short presentation, and along with that, I have a quick demo to show on how e-invoicing works in real time. So we have a report. I just wanted everyone to focus on this particular thing, and it's a Belintus report which says, 34% of countries' overall tax revenue comes from VAT and sales tax collectively. Now, in this particular demo that I'm going to show you today would be focusing more on the e-invoicing part of things, but this is something that I want everyone to focus on because it's 34%. That's the number that we have on countries' overall tax revenue that comes from the VAT and sales tax collectively. Now, I'll quickly move on to how we can help or how this live reporting or e-invoicing works. And along with that, I'm just presenting a couple of design slides over here. So we are going to explore how the live report, what the live reporting means, what are the advantages, and what is the relationship to e-invoicing. Now, if you see over here, if I just move to the next slide, we have a very simplified IT infrastructure that we have. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time over here on this particular slide and a couple of them. So just to give you an introduction of Avalara's e-invoicing, it's a simple, I would say, a single cloud-based solution designed for seamless global compliance. It's a SaaS platform, and we are using standardized UBL 2.1 format with a common taxonomy, and we have ingested format for creation, and we transform this format, when receiving e-invoicing in various formats. Now, once an invoice in UBL 2.1 format is received by Avalara ELR, the system handles all the necessary transformation, like validation against this country specific rules, and then we are using the conversion into the simplified or specific formats, which would include the local country specific, such as adding a digital signature and then transmission of the created invoicing to you know various destinations. So if I may just go to the next slide, I'm going to show you, this is what we have and what we have developed in e-invoicing as a solution to our for our customers in Dynamics GP. So um, this is from the AR side that you see on the screen right now. So how the invoice enters and what are the different steps that we are going to take and where Avalara comes into the picture between the invoice delivery and the e-invoice delivery. Between that and the right hand side, you can see all the country mandates that we have right from PEPL, and we are currently supporting. We are already working on getting all the mandates in place. So PEPL is the first one that we have launched. I'm going to show the demo for the same. So, and this is similarly for the AP flow. This is a reverse flow where we can see the receipts of the e-invoices and the download API that we have for this particular AP side of things. So I'm going to quickly jump into the GP screen. I'm really excited to show how this actually functions, and I'm really excited to show that particular presentation to all of you. Now, I hope my GP screen is visible to all of you. And the first thing I wanted to showcase is the configuration that we have. Now, from Avlara's standpoint, we have created this particular, um, uh, you know, an implementation where you can see the customer. We have given a very simplified layout for our customers, where they can enter the account information, they can define the data sources, and they can do the metadata mapping, which is a very simplified form that we have. We are also providing the basic mapping for our customers to start with the mandate supporting implementation. So I'm not going to waste much time here, but I'm more keen into showing you how this particular e-invoicing works. So I'm going to create a quick sales transaction here. So this is the sales transaction entry form that we have, right? So I'm going to create an invoice here right away. So I'm just going to name this to something very unique so that I will be able to check that again later on. So I'm using one of our customer ID, that is Aaron Fit here. We have to ensure we have the right ship to address. I'm using this one for now. And we select the date here. We can just use a sample PO number. This would be the line level entry details, as we all are aware. So I'm going to quickly make a dummy invoice of $5,000. So I can see the tax coming up over here as 350. I'm going to post this particular document into the system. So over here as well, as you can see, we are getting tax. So the tax calculation engine of Avatax is also working at the back end. We are helping our customer to get the accurate tax calculation done over here, and we are posting this particular invoice first. Now, once this invoice is posted, so I'll wait for this to get completed. All right. So I'll just close this window. We have integrated the e-invoicing or the mechanism of e-invoicing under this particular inquiry window. And you can find that under sales, and then we can just quickly check the document that we have created. So this is the document ID that I have. And I can see this is the invoice that I've created. So just to give you a background of this, so what we have done so far, we have the configuration in place in Dynamics GP. We are doing a basic mapping of Pepple, which we are providing from Avalara to our customers, which the customer can go ahead and or the user can go ahead and map the ERP fields with the Pepple fields that we have, and then they can start with this particular feature, which is e-invoicing. Now, what you see on my screen is the one that I've created, an invoice of $5,000. Now, where we have the e-invoicing in place is under additional tab. We have provided something as document status. Now, document status, when I hit on that, I'm sorry about that. Just give me a second. I'm going to quickly create a new one. I'm sorry about that. Maybe there's some technical issue over there. So I'm going to create a new invoice again. Probably that invoice was already created earlier and I'm getting an error for that. So I'm going to quickly walk you through the same steps that I've taken. So I'm using $100. Here I'm going to post this transaction. All right. So I'll close this one. All right. So I have this invoice created. All right. So this is a place where we get to see the document and what exactly are the statuses that have happened behind the screens. Now you can see we have done the validation of the submitted document, which was successful, and the document started processing, and the document was delivered to the recipient. Now we are also working in the future quarter where we are trying to get the PDF generation and the different formats that we are supporting, that the user can go ahead and download those invoices. So we have, along with the timestamp provided, what exactly we are doing. So it's basically taking a couple of seconds where the validation is done and the document starts getting processing and it gets delivered to the recipient. So And the customer or our user can definitely go back to the e-invoicing portal that we have in Avalara, and they can also go ahead and check the XMLs that were provided, like the inbound and the outbound XMLs that we have. So this is a simple way where we can present, or you can say, how we have implemented the e-invoicing inside Dynamics GP is something that, everybody's talking about today about the e-invoicing thing. And, it's a pleasure saying this, that from Avalara, we have this in place, and we are working in even getting more and more mandates in place. And and very soon we are also going to roll up the uh, downloading of documents, which is there in the plan. So any question, I'll be happy to respond to all of them. And just to end the presentation, you know this is a thank you slide. We have any questions, you can also write to us, like Microsoft as avalara.com, and we'll be happy to respond to all of them. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Like how you make e-invoicing so simple.